going through what they're going through, because that is not nice, isn't it?
But see, you're saying what's nice and what's not right. They don't think about what's nice. They think about just really themselves, and it's a power thing. They think about how much power they may lose or how much money they may lose, which is power, to them. It's just the way, it's just sad. And the way that the show has been today and what we've been talking about, you would hope that people would want to help people that were in need. I want to, if I can, help those people. There are people in my city directly that I know I need to support and help. And so, I have obligations that in times in a more immediate space. And so, but I mean, I can see giving $5 or $10 or whatever I can without stretching my system to help people from Syria. I did it with the people here for Katrina. I did that too.
Whatever you can do. And I must say this, okay, yes, we are seeing these people struggling and going through what they're going through, and yes, I hope that whoever can help as much as they can help, whatever you can do, please do it, because it will be greatly appreciated by them. Believe it will be appreciated by them. But I must say this, and I put this out on Twitter, even though this is going on, and yes, it is a humanitarian crisis, and we must do what we can. I am hoping that, especially over here in the UK, when you see people are homeless because of the recession and just other reasons, whatever they may be, mental health, whatever, I'm hoping that the governments are not just going to suddenly forget about those people who are already here in dire need for whatever reason. I'm going to say again, because everybody needs help. And I've noticed that sometimes they just sweep those types of issues under the carpet, being homeless and all that type of thing. And it's wrong. You shouldn't do that. And I want people to understand that, there's other problems going on that still need to be taken care of, still need to have attention brought to them. I mean, my time is running out, people, but there is a story that I want to share. And I sent you this, K-Rose, didn't I? I sent you this amazing, amazing story. It's basically Link 30, K-Rose. It's about this young child. Imagine going through the things that this kid's gone through, okay? He got torn apart from his mother at the age of 6. After being kidnapped in his home country. He was forced to become a child soldier. He got shot in the back. He was unable to read and write, so he taught himself to read and write after fleeing to a whole new country and learning a whole new language. He overcame all of that, right? Remember, he taught himself to read and write, okay, and speak English. And before finally going on to be able to study at university, he went to Australia, okay? And this guy is now a lawyer. So I want to leave people with this thought process as we start to wind down the show. Once a refugee child himself, he has now become a lawyer for refugees helping other people. Now, can you fathom that? That's an amazing story.
Well, but the really human spirit and the things that we really can do if we really decide we're going to do it, it never amazes me. It's heartwarming, and it's great to see it, but it doesn't amaze me anymore, because the people that really want to do something, I can't fly, so don't get me wrong. I can't just take off, but I can't figure out a way to be in a vehicle that transports through the air.
That's coming.
Yeah, so I can be in a plane, and that happens. So people figured out a way so they could do that. They couldn't physically, back in Leonardo da Vinci's day, put on some wings and fly.
Get too close to the sun, you burn.
Right. So they came up with a concept to make it work. So, I mean, that's a good story. That's a good way to think about the end of the show.
Yeah, we are sharing. It's been real. It's been Share Saturday, and listen, I wanted to share, especially that one, especially as a positive end as we're coming to the end of the show, because things like that. He was a refugee himself. Now he helps refugees. He is a lawyer. He is an advocate. He is on their side. And you know what I like to say? And it's one of my favorite sayings. Only who feels it knows it. To walk a mile in someone else's shoes, you don't really know what they've been through. And he's done it. He's been there. He definitely got the T-shirt. So he's someone who knows what he's talking about. And look what he came from and where he has gone to. So it just goes to show you, it's not what you've come from, but where you're going. You're supposed to know. And all these kids that are suffering on the way, they just want an education. These refugee children, they want an education. They want to have a life. They want the same chances that us in the Western world usually have a bit better chance of getting. I'll put it like that. I'll just put it like that. And Link 31, K-Rose, this this refugee crisis, I'm going to say again, just in case anybody missed it, it's about humanity, not religion. Okay? That is the thing that we are leaving. And, Queen Rania of Jordan, when I saw this article, I really loved it, and I want to share it with you guys again today at Link 32. Okay, Rose, I want to share it because she was speaking about the wave of migrants that have come into her country, and she said it's caused immense strain on the economy. But above all else, she's had to back the influx of these migrants coming in, because you know what she said? And this is a queen that sits in her castle, as it were, obviously. She will never suffer. She will never go without food and water. She will always be very well taken care of. And even she, from her place in her royalty, as it were, has realised that humanity has to come ahead of logic. That's what she said. People, we're sharing. At Ask Avani Show, you need to go and look at this, because I watched this interview that she gave, and I thought to myself, wow. What a compassionate woman, what a lovely person, even knowing that she will never be affected by this, ever. Okay, people of royal status and such will never be affected by this type of thing. But even she could see that you have to have compassion. It's a humanitarian crisis above all else. Forget the money, forget the politics. That's the most important thing, isn't it?
Well, that should be the most important thing all the time.
Yeah. And on that note, because I've had a bee in my bonnet about this. Ooh, I was jumping up and down like a little Rasputin, or Rumpelstiltskin, I should say. When I was doing my research, I had to calm myself because I was getting really annoyed by what I was seeing and the articles I was seeing. So that's today's show, people. I know you have been out there. I want to take the time to say a big, huge thank you to all of you out there who have been listening. We know you're out there. We can see ya. We love you. We love the love, as I say. Big shout out and thank you to K Rose.
Thank you.
Today's show has been an eye-opener. People, you know where to find me. As per usual, just in case you don't, I'll let you know again. At Ask Avani Show on Twitter, come through, join in, come and find me on Facebook at Ask Avani Show Facebook group and Avani Elizabeth on Facebook. That has been today's installment of the Ask Avani Show. Yes, as you can tell, I definitely have something on my mind. And we are going to play out with that said track, aren't we, K-Rose? Because that's become a little bit of an anthem for the Ask Avani Show, hasn't it?
Definitely.
Oh, people, I have enjoyed my time. My time has run out on me again. I have to relinquish the airwaves. But it's been amazing. As per usual, we will be back again for another installment next week. And oh yes, I mustn't forget to tell you, just in case you missed it, where were you? Tonight's show, there is a replay at 9 p.m. UK GMT, SoMetro Radio. Oh yes. You can hear us or hear me going off on one. Oh, my goodness. Again, big thank you to K Rose. I'm signing off, signing out, saying goodbye, saying thank you. Yeah. And I will see you again soon. Take care of each other. Thank you and goodbye.
Oh, baby, there's something on my mind. I just have to tell you.
You have been listening to the Get Global Network podcast of the Ask Avani Show. You can hear the show live on Saturdays at 3 p.m. in London, 9 a.m. Central Time in the U.S. on SoMetro Radio, one of the original member stations of the Get Global Network. Listen to the show on the go or hear replays of previous shows by installing any of the Get Global Network apps, like SoMetro Magazine for your cell phone. The apps are available for download on both Google Play and iTunes App Store. Take the time to subscribe to our podcast via iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, or the Spreaker podcast networks.